The queen slumped down and died after drinking her cup of wine. Disowned Princess Part 1. All the maids, down to the winemakers, were lined up and questioned regarding the poisoning of the queen. The main suspect was the maid who served the queen and the winekeeper. During their trial, little Princess Kiara told her father about the person she saw dropping something inside her mother's cup. But the king didn't believe her. "You are still too young to know what is happening around here," the king told her. The king passed his judgment against the maid and the winekeeper. They were to be locked up in the royal prison until further notice. After the queen was traditionally laid to rest, the elders of the land told the king that he was to mourn the late queen for 21 market days in a secluded room of his choice. He was also expected to choose a maiden who would keep him company while he mourned. To the villagers' surprise, the king chose Farsi, the late queen's best friend. Farsi was dressed in lavender according to their traditional rites. The dressers and bead makers were disgusted by how picky Farsi was. Because of how kind and generous their late queen was, no maiden wanted to be in Farsi's position of comforting the king. Everybody knew what a comforter does, even though the men in the kingdom lie about the roles of the comforter being to serve the bereaved food and water. Although it was a taboo for a maiden to say what happened during her time as a comforter, the women of Igbedidi knew comforters do more than serving food and water to mourning husbands. Farsi wanted the best qualities of fabric to be sewn to her fitting, and she wanted the best bead makers to design her dress. If a visitor had come in their midst, she would have thought Farsi was a bride about to be married off. When she was all dressed up and her entourage were ready to escort her to the king's secluded room, she picked up something from underneath her rug and slipped it under her dress.